Hello, welcome to the 60 Q&A practice. We're going to start out with the court and then plaintiff attorney will be questioning. Ready? Please try to tell us what happened that night. Did you hear something strange? Yes. It was them 3 boys banging around and talking real loud in the old man's house. The house directly behind yours? Yes. When you heard the voices coming from the house, what did you do? I peeked out the window to try and see them. Now we're going to switch over to defense attorney questioning. Ready? Where do you live, Mrs. Chapman? I live at 215 Wildwood Drive. Is that located inside the city limits? No, it is in the suburbs. Do you own your own automobile? Yes. Do you frequently drive from the suburbs into the city? About once a week? Yes. I do my weekly shopping at that time. Then you are familiar with dense city traffic? I object to counsel's line of questioning. It has already been established that Mrs. Chapman, at the time of the accident, had in her possession a legal driver's license for this state. She has apparently passed the examination for such a license and is qualified to drive in traffic. The point is well taken, Mr. Perry. Objection sustained. All right. Would you classify yourself as an average driver or an above average driver? I would say that I was an average driver. Okay, now we're going to switch over to plaintiff attorney. Ready? What did you see at that time? The boys were going through the old man's chest of drawers. Then they did not see you standing in front of the house? No, I was going to yell at them to stop it, but They was kind of big, and I was scared. What else did you see? Well, after they dumped a lot of things out of the drawers and couldn't find anything, and then they let Kiki out of his cage. Kiki? The parakeet. He began to fly around the room, and they started jumping and hitting at him. Poor little fellow. He didn't know what to do, and they had him all scared and everything. Then they grabbed him and just squeezed and squeezed until he couldn't breathe no more. He died? It was murder. That's what it was. Just plain murder. Them boys ought to go to the gas chamber just like any other murderer. Okay, we're going to stop there and switch transcripts. This is going to start out with plaintiff attorney. Ready? Ms. Chatsworth, in the course of your employment as the manager of the clothing department at the Macy's, do you approve the charging of credit cards at the store? I approve cards that are brought to my attention by the cashiers that are either lacking in identification, or if they have some questions about them at all, then they call me for an approval. Okay, I am handling or handing you now what has been marked People's number 3 for identification, and I ask you to examine this particular card. Do you recognize anything about this particular card? Yes, originally I didn't take the card. My assistant took it. She called me up on the inner store line for approval. Your Honor, I am going to object to anything the assistant manager said. All right. Non-responsive. All right. Did you have occasion to see the card in your store? Yes, I did see the card. what were the circumstances under which you saw the card? I was called to the checkout station number 49 for approval of the card, and I did approve it with 2 identifications. The approvals are on the paperwork in the computer. Here they are: a Wisconsin driver's license and a signature. And are your initials indicated anywhere on there? Yes, on the front, in the right-hand corner. That concludes our Q&A practice for the 60 class. Have a great day.